Hey guys, what's up? So yesterday I saw West Side Story and it was absolutely amazing. After work, I decided I didn't want to go home. Like I'm tired of just going home, and my roommate Larry keeps telling me, "Chase, you're not going to meet people or get involved in any way if you go home after work every day. You got to stay out. Even if you just go to Chelsea Pier and read a book, you can't just come home." So I was like, okay, I need to heed his advice. So I went to the theater, the Palace Theater, and we got in line at the box office. And I was like, do you guys do rush tickets or drawing or whatever that is? I always want to say roulette for some reason, but that's not it. And the guy was like, um, yeah, we do, but we do it 2.5 hours in advance. And then he starts typing on his computer. He's like, I'm really sorry. You know, we've only got one ticket left, and you two lovebirds, I don't have two tickets for you. And I was like, lovebirds? And I turned around, and there's this girl, and he thought we were together. It's like, oh, no, I'm not. She's not with me. I would love this ticket. He's like, okay, well, that's gonna be 26.50. I was like, oh, okay. And I didn't even ask where the seat was. I was just like 26.50. That's amazing. It can be in the back row. I'm seeing West Side Story. Who cares where it is? So I start to pull out my credit card, and he's like, "Oh, it's cash only." I was like, "Okay, Can you just hold the ticket for just hold the ticket, and I'm gonna run over to Bank of America and get the money." He's like, "Yes, I will hold it for you for 10 minutes." So I run over there. I'm at the ATM punching in my numbers. Gonna look at my balance first before I take out any money because I know that my rent check has probably been taken out. The balance comes up and it's $22.50. And I'm like, no! Oh my God. So, I mean, there's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna over withdraw my account just to see a show. So he was holding the ticket for 10 minutes. I decided that I should go back and just be like, I'm sorry, I can't take the ticket, I don't have the cash. So I walked back over there. There's a couple people at the box office at this point waiting, and I just get in line. Well, I walk in and I catch eyes with him like, I don't have the cash, I'm sorry. And he goes like that. I didn't know whether if that was like, okay, or stop, or stay right there, or get out of here. So I stood for a second, and then I started to walk out, and he was like, hold on. I was like, oh, okay, that's what that means. Hold on. Um, and then I waited for the people in front of me to finish. I walked up to him and was like, hey, all I have is credit. Like, I don't have any cash. He's like, don't worry about it. And he said to me, just pay it forward. And I was like, okay, yeah, I will do that. I will do that. So he rang me up for the ticket. And it's front row. Front row. I'm like, oh my God. So that was amazing. That was an amazing experience in and of itself because that guy didn't have to do anything like that for me. So, Guy, thank you very much. I'm going to pay it forward. I promise. Now I would like to talk about the production a little bit. And I'm having some trouble getting across this sentiment I have about the choreography. God, I felt like I was watching history. This is how I feel. It would be like someone reaching back in time and pulling the signers of the Declaration of Independence and that sheet of paper into a theater for you to watch it. We see paintings of the signing of the Declaration of Independence and movies of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, but you don't actually see the signing of the Declaration of Independence. When you see, when I was there last night, I actually saw Jerome Robbins' choreography. And to me, that's just amazing. My favorite number was the Mambo high school dance number. It's just, I literally was there with my mouth open the entire time. I was like, now mind you, I've seen the movie, I've seen the choreography before, but like, it's totally different live. I caught myself. I was like, Chase, you literally are sitting here with your mouth open. And I looked around to see if anyone was looking at me. And they weren't because they were so entranced with what was going on the stage. Let's see. The music, there's what you can't. It's Leonard Bernstein. There's like no words for it. I felt like crying several times during the show last night, and it wasn't because of the performers, it was because of the music that was filling my ears. And finally, I want to talk about the performers a little bit. I first just want to say that everyone did very well. Everyone was very talented, and I could see why they were on Broadway. Like, there was no doubt in my mind, this person's awesome. They deserve to be on Broadway. And the actress who played Anita, I was in love with. Her name was Karen Olivo. There's one thing that I think Karen's performance kind of pointed out to me that I never had realized in the show before. And that's at the end, after Maria and Tony have done it, and she comes in the room, and she's telling Maria, get a new boy, a boy who kills cannot love, yada yada yada. She's saying all that to Maria, and then I realized the hypocrisy in all of that. How can you be telling this girl she needs to find a new love because he's a killer when your boyfriend was a killer? And I'm pretty sure it was Karen's performance that made that click for me. The gentleman who played Riff, and I keep reading Angelina Mullins, that's not Riff, John Arthur Green. Yeah, and maybe his parents were sitting behind me or something, but he kept looking down at me. For the first time it happened, I was like, this, you know what? He's just connecting with his audience. Second time it happened, yeah, he's really good. He's trying to like get everybody involved and really get that connection with the audience. And then it happened a couple more times, and I'm like, you are looking at me. So then I kind of was like, maybe I shouldn't look at him. I don't want to like disturb his performance because I know that sounds like, oh my God, look at me. He must be so attractive and so handsome that he's on Broadway right now, but someone is dropping garbage out the window. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying sometimes you can get distracted by the littlest thing, and I just kind of had to stop looking at him at some points in time because I didn't want to like mess up his performance, and it didn't. He was the consummate performer. He kept going. He was flawless. It was great. But that was kind of funny. It made me feel good. I was like, this guy keeps looking at me. He's on stage right now on Broadway, and he has looked at me like 4 or 5 times now. One other thing, and this was purely coincidence. I showed up wearing the Jet colors. I had on like one of those baseball tees that where the sleeves are one color and the rest of it's another. The sleeves were orange, and then I had green shorts on. I was like,